And before we close the event, I would like to call on stage Chairman Sir to please give a memento as a moment of remembrance for Sir. Arun Sir, would you request you to please come on stage to please accept the memento from Chairman Sir. And left unsaid, please a round of applause for Arun Sir. As he said in the morning, it's the fourth city in the last couple of days that he is visiting. I don't know how his body clock is managing this entire thing.
I think we need to build this up further.
I now request Chairman Sir to say a few words on the seminar. Please.
Good afternoon to all of you, and thank you so much for making it here. What was really important for us as PFRDA was to look at the entire journey of an individual from when they start working to when you sort of, depart from this world. So I think it's very important that if we are to carry out our full mandate as a pension regulator, it makes a lot of importance, and therefore it is very specific in our mandate that we should be able to provide old age security to the citizens of India. And this bit of the decumulation phase was something that was not visible. I don't think we had really thought through it as a country. And whenever the law was sort of put into place, they simply said there's something called annuity and let's go ahead with that. Many thanks to Professor Arun for maybe even igniting our own thinking process. So we've gone into his papers and we've managed to, I think, decipher some little bit out of it. We've had several discussions with him. What I really feel is that, like we have Professor here and we have a sort of international practitioner stroke academician market, we need that within India also. And I'm very happy to see that people like Ravi have come forward to analyze the papers that have been written. Of course, due credit to our own team at PFRDA for having put together these papers, and I appreciate Professor's congratulatory message to all of you youngsters that you have really tried to think through something and put it out. One is to keep debating and discussing, but the other one is really to understand that who is going to really work on this. And I think the pension funds have just been sort of woken up from a bit of a slumber and now are rushing into the market. But we would certainly expect that they would be the prime movers for taking this to the next step. It's got a lot to do with modeling and the maths behind it, but I'm coming from a very practical, grounded point of view that if there is so much of sort of criticism of annuity, it is just a matter of a lot of people comparing the annuity rates to the returns that equity are currently giving. And I think it's completely, unfair and out of sync. I mean, tomorrow when the equity markets collapse, then, what will people say? They'll probably all rush to annuities. But I'm saying it's not that annuities can be, pointed out or picked up as the sole sort of poor performer in all of this. It's again a set of people who are, and as Professor said very correctly, I think equipped more than he said that, let the financial sector come into something and they'll certainly take the cream out of it and leave little else to the others. But I think that is also a matter of supply and demand. From our point of view, it's about providing more choice. And therefore, one of the things that emerged in our discussion was how do we break it into smaller chunks so that there is no particular 20 and 30 year dilemma on anyone's head, neither the manufacturer nor the consumer. And therefore, everyone's life also is planned in that way. I mean, none of us look at only a single product. We have a slew of products that help us go through our own life, whether it's the financial side or the consumer side. So we are all, partakers of various products and the benefits that we get. That is really where I think we should also look at providing the choices to the persons who have completed an accumulation stage. And we therefore also need to mix it in with the law of the land, the taxation policies, etc. So my suggestion is really that we should, with the pension funds and with the practitioners, I mean, people like Ravi, and I'm sure there are so many others. And again, we should be able to take help from the professor and his group at DC and arrive at some kind of initial product and then go to the market and test it. This is really the only way we'll be able to figure it out. I mean, somebody was saying we can do a, sandbox. I mean, there are lots of possibilities, but I think finally if we don't, bring out some kind of a POC with a set of people, we'll never really get to understand what could be the uptake of such products. And as I said, it's, the Model 2 sounds very nice because there is a, step up SWP and an annuity. So I think it also goes to buttressing the fact that people will use multiple products. So it's a matter of, giving choice to people for what period of time and to what extent they want to use products simultaneously, together, alone, etc. It's really for them to be able to buy it and use it. So let's put a sort of timeline on this. I mean, I'm coming again from the fact that if you don't hit the market, you'll really never get to know what we are talking about. So we should be able to put a timeline to this and work out certain products. The pension credit product combined with what Brazil has done is something which I believe has a lot in the future. I mean, my own sense, probably more coming from the capital markets side of myself, that this is a product that has legs because you can create an entirely new market for these products. And therefore, the larger conversation of, a deferred bond kind of a product that Brazil has created would, of course, go towards more a government, intervention and their need to look at it. But let me also say that there is, and I think Professor said it, there's nothing called perfect, and perfect should not be the enemy of good. So, instead of just thinking that government is going to step in and produce a product for us, it's useful that we create this product too, which is more a market-linked product like a pension credit. And that becomes one more product. And if the government does come out with a bond product, that is just yet another one. So it goes back to the theory or the, sort of the kind of experience that we get from our practice, that, it requires several products for people to feel that, yes, they have choice. And as it should be, there is a, life and death of products as the market sort of looks at it and how it judges it and evaluates it. So great beginning, and I think we should see a intermediate product coming out and many more products coming out in the future. It all goes to show that whether you hold FDs or whether you hold 30-year paper, people will use different instruments the way they think is best suited to themselves. So thank you so much for all the hard work, but I think there's much more work that needs to be put in to be able to finally come out with a product that is usable by the people. Thank you so much.